All right, listeners, welcome back for another deep dive with us. Today we're going deep on a case that's got it all.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're talking a high-profile CEO, multinational corporation,
Okay.
accusations of serious misconduct, and get this, whole data privacy angle that I bet you won't see coming.
Oh, wow. Sounds juicy.
It is.
Right, lay it on me.
So we're heading to Africa for this one.
Okay.
Our main player, Harat Thakrar, former CEO of WPP Scangroup.
WPP Scangroup.
Yeah, and this isn't just any company, okay? This is like a marketing and communications powerhouse, operates in 25 African countries. Big, big player.
I see.
So back in 2021, Thakrar and the company's CFO, they're abruptly suspended.
Oh, that's never good. What happened?
Right, allegations of gross misconduct and possible offenses, that's what they said.
Gross misconduct. That's pretty vague.
Super vague.
Oh.
Leaves you wondering what really went on.
Yeah, you gotta wonder. What's the story there?
Well, and this is where things get interesting, all right? So the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner in Kenya steps in.
The ODPC.
The ODPC, yeah. Now, you wouldn't normally think a data protection agency, they'd get involved in what seems like, a company's internal stuff.
Right. Right. Usually that's HR's domain.
Exactly.
So how'd they get pulled into this?
Well, hold on, because it gets even weirder. The ODPC, they ruled in Thakrar's favor.
Oh, wow. Didn't see that coming.
Right. They ordered WPP Scangroup to pay him, get this, KSH, $1.95 million.
Okay.
And give him access to all his personal data. All the stuff related to his work there.
Huh. That's interesting. It's not just about the money then.
Right. Makes you think, what information were they keeping from him?
Yeah, and why? What's so sensitive about it that the ODPC got involved?
Exactly. And that's where knowing the history gets important.
Okay, fill me in.
So rewind to 2008, WPP, they bought a majority stake in Scangroup.
So you've got this global giant, WPP, basically calling the shots at a major African firm.
Exactly. And that kind of setup, it could definitely create some tension, a power imbalance.
Yeah, I can see that. A clash of cultures, maybe?
Maybe. But it gets more complicated. Thakrar, he's not just some disgruntled employee. He's the second largest shareholder in the company.
Ooh, so he's got a lot of skin in the game.
Right. So what does he do? He files lawsuits.
Lawsuits, plural?
Plural. In Kenya and the UK.
Wow, going all out. What's he alleging?
A full-on conspiracy to trash his reputation.
Reputation damage, huh? That's a tricky one to prove.
It is. And how do you even measure that in a court, right? Like, how much is a good name worth?
Exactly. This isn't just about the money. It's about Thakrar's future career,
And how WPP Scangroup looks to the rest of the world.
Yeah, their image, their trustworthiness, big stuff.
Big stuff. But of course, they're not just going to take this lying down.
What are they doing? Fighting back?
Oh, absolutely. They've come out publicly and said they totally disagree with what the ODPC ruled. And they're even thinking about appealing it.
An appeal? That'll be interesting to follow. What could they base that on?
That's the big question. Are they going to try and poke holes in the facts of the case? Or maybe they'll say the Kenyan data privacy laws, they were applied wrong.
Could even go after the ODPC's authority, Question whether they should even been involved in this kind of dispute.
Right. And the outcome of this appeal, it could have a domino effect on other multinational companies in Africa.
Yeah.
How they deal with data privacy, employee disputes, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, it's a potential game changer for corporate accountability over there.
So let's bring it back home for a sec. We've got this saga, allegations of misconduct, a data privacy twist, and a power struggle at the top of a major African firm.
It's like a corporate thriller, right?
It really is. But what does all this mean for our listeners?
Well, it raises some big questions, like, could this case set a new standard for how we use data privacy laws in corporate battles?
Especially when you've got these big multinational companies involved.
Exactly. And could this lead to, I don't know, more scrutiny of how these companies handle our data, employee data?
It's definitely something to think about.
It is.
Well, listeners, I hope this deep dive has given you a glimpse into this very complex situation.
A lot to unpack there.
A lot to unpack, and it's not over. So keep your eyes peeled for updates because this story is far from finished.